What's up everyone, and welcome to Jayconomics. My name is Jay and it's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we take a look at anything related to finance with a strong focus on investing. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, then please consider subscribing and liking this video to help me on my quest to befriend the big, bad YouTube algorithm. What's up everyone, and welcome back to Jayconomics. These past few weeks have been massive for our picks here on the channel and for the channel as a whole. We have just hit 20,000 subscribers. Never thought we would get to this milestone so quickly, so thank you so much for all of your ongoing support. It keeps me working hard and researching new, undervalued, explosive companies for you guys. Today we're going to be covering a few companies that I have been covering for a long time. I was in early on both Hyliion and Workhorse as well. I rode through the ups and downs with both. And if you're an investor in either of these or both, then you know exactly what I mean. It's been a roller coaster ride to say the least, and on Friday I fully exited one of these positions and added to the other position. I'll tell you which one is which and why I am choosing to do this now. Before we get into it, if you're looking to grow your portfolio exponentially, be sure to check out our Smart Money Squad Patreon. There are various tiers for your goals and budget. You'll get my buy and sell signals instantly, my weekly watch list and entry points every Sunday, as well as updates throughout the week whenever I see something interesting in the market, and also access to the private Discord. Patrons last Sunday got the entry point buy alerts on Loop Insights, or MTRX, up just under 100%. ESC Entertainment Friday morning right before the 27% pop. Visby up 100%. Victory Square Tech up 50%. Psychedelic stocks like Numi and MindMed, beaten down SPACs, and much more. And for my American friends, yes, these are all available OTC as well. Now, we also have a free Discord with over 2,000 like-minded investors, so be sure to join that. And we're also on Instagram as well, so hit us up at Jayconomics with a follow on IG. So make that thumbs up turn blue and subscribe if you're new. It really helps the channel grow. And now, without further ado, let's get into the video. So which one did I sell and which one did I buy and why? Workhorse, Hyliion. I'm kidding, I won't make you wait until the end of the video. I sold Workhorse and bought more Hyliion. Now, before Workhorse investors get mad or Hyliion investors celebrate or whatever, I just want to explain why. So first things first, I am still bullish long-term on Workhorse, and I am still bullish long-term on Hyliion. So Workhorse was never a massive position in my portfolio, as I owned 90 shares of the company over 2 accounts and had a cost basis of $17.50. Now, I sold off one of my accounts at $29 in the recent run-up, sold half of my other account at $26 on the downtrend, and I had 30 shares left that I was going to keep before the UPS news dropped, where Workhorse stock lost close to 25% of its value. Now, I didn't panic sell. I actually just kind of was like, okay, this is normal, whatever, it's Workhorse, it'll do its thing. But, I did think about this for a few days after the drop, and this is a stock that, although I still do believe in this long term and would consider rebuying at the right price and the right time, somewhere under $18, I was just not feeling it anymore, and I feel like I can better use that money elsewhere. So I cut ties with Workhorse, and I have no regrets. Whatever happens in the next little while, I am completely comfortable with my decision here. I also ended up selling at an average gain of 50% across both accounts, and so by no means was this a failed investment. A 50% return in 5 months is not too shabby at all. Now, this alleged delay just finally put me over the edge with it. I'm just tired of the drama. I had watched it run up and fall too many times to count, and when a stock simply just runs on hype in anticipation to one catalyst, this is what you get. And running on hype and one catalyst reminded me a lot of another investment that I had made, which, was the most hyped up SPAC this year, which was Shell Hyliion. Now, as my older subs know, Hyliion was a long-term play for me, as I think this is a company that will flourish in the years to come, making the $18 share price right now look absurdly cheap. But what I did was I overextended myself a little too much, however, and at one point it just became an echo chamber of Hyliion to 80, Hyliion to 90, Hyliion to 100. Every YouTuber and their mother, including myself, was saying this. And, this was the can't miss, surefire, exponential gains with no risk at all stock. The merger was supposed to go through, and the stock was supposed to, by all intents and purposes, just go to the moon. Well, you know how that story ends. Hyliion has proceeded to crash hard from $58 at its peak to $18 today. Now, my position was as follows. I owned 150 shares at around $23 per share and 600 warrants at $10.47. What I did was I had sold all of my shares when it dropped to $34, but I kept all of my 600 warrants. So I did make, pretty good profit on the shares, but in retrospect, I probably should have done the opposite because now Hyliion has called their warrants and I have until December 30th to make a decision on whether to exercise all my warrants, exercise part of them, or just sell off my position at a loss, which, it would be right now. Now, some of you know this already, but I was once up close to $10,000 on my Hyliion warrants position alone pre-merger. Then I slowly just watched it bleed, having plenty of chances to sell at 7K profit, 5K profit, 3K profit, 1K profit, but I didn't. I got very greedy and way too overconfident that it would bounce back quickly and that my 10K profit would magically just reappear. Needless to say, that's not how it played out. So prior to Friday, I had my 600 warrants and I was bag holding down over $2,000, the most I've ever been down on any stock ever. But I started to dig this week, paying attention to the price action, and this stock had really strong support at $18. It just seems to just kind of want to stay there. And it's always been like that. Even when it went up, it went back down to 18 the first time, went up, went back down to 18, then went up to 27, and now back to 18 again. So 18 really seems to be that magic number. Now, obviously this could change. We could break through that support, but I really like the value here, right? Then I saw that Hyliion was getting some strange option activity for $21 calls expiring on December 18th. So my thesis is that $18 is the bottom, or at least very close to the bottom. So to me, the risk to reward potential over here is very attractive. So on Friday, I bought another 100 warrants to lower my cost basis from $10.47 to $9.91. So I now own 700 warrants. Now my bet is that we will see Hyliion over $21 before the end of the month. And with the exercise price being $11.50, that would mean that I would be breaking even or very close to it, or maybe even profiting a little bit by the time December 30th rolls around. Now, I plan on exercising a part of my warrants regardless, and now I've lowered my cost basis for the long term by over 50 cents. Of course, this could backfire on me and we break support and then I'm even, in more of a hole, right? So, that is my bet right now. It is speculative. It is risky due to the deadline that I have, but, I'm taking that chance and I think it will pay off. We will see. As I alerted on the Patreon on Friday, I mentioned that shares would be the much safer option right now and that $18 was a very solid entry point if you believe in Hyliion long term. Also, quick shout out to Meet Kevin, who literally just made a video about Hyliion. Yes, it was a negative take on Hyliion and RNG as a whole, but you know what they say, any publicity is good publicity. And with the way Hyliion has like fallen out of favor and just been out of the spotlight for a while now, this should actually get eyes back onto the stock, and I think that's a very bullish thing. So thank you, Kevin. So I just wanted to make this video because I think it's important to learn from your mistakes, whether that's greed, whether that's overconfidence, whether that's, whatever the case may be. So, and I wanted to share this story with you. And, this was my worst play in the market, my worst judgment call on any stock before letting it slide down like that. So, like I mentioned in the past, I want to be as transparent with you guys as possible on the channel, and that includes my losers too. And that includes this one being down over 30% and $2,000 on a position. Because, I could present to you all my winners, but it's also a good thing to realize that sometimes things don't go your way. So anyways, that wraps it up for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and that it gave you a good insight into my thinking on this and my strategy with these moves. Now, I'm still bullish on both Workhorse and Hyliion, but let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on both companies, and let me know if you're holding either, selling, or buying. And guys, if this video brought you some value, then please smash that like button for me, as it really does help the channel a lot. And if you want more content like this, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell to be notified when any new video comes out. And please feel free to join the free Smart Money Squad Discord server. The link is also in the description below. And until next time, take care and invest smart.